Hello everybody, welcome back to Shoreside Archery. Anthony here, and today I'm going to be testing out fully the XT-320 quiver from Legend Archery. So I'm pretty excited about this. It's a nice budget quiver, and I'm actually going to be putting all the gear in the beginning of this test from my quiver here, my usual quiver I shoot with, into the XT-320, see how everything fits, see how well it works, and then I'm going to do some shooting with it. Of course, you're not going to see most of those shots because, I want to extensively test this, before I actually, finish up this testing video. And by the way, after this testing video is done, in the coming maybe week or two, there will be a final review of this product, and I'll be taking everything I learned from the unboxing, from the testing, and the use of this quiver here, and I will be hitting on all of that and my experience in the final review of this quiver, so you guys can get the best idea possible on what this quiver is going to do for you, how it's going to perform, is it worth the money when you go out and purchase one, if that is your intention. If not, hopefully you found it entertaining and interesting if you're just somebody that likes to check out new and different archery gear. So let's start off with filling up this quiver here. So unzip this big pocket here. This is my big pocket in the top. This is everything I have in my top pocket. Finger tab, arm guard, finger sling. We're now empty up there, so that can stay shut. These two fit without a problem. This is, my arm guard's a little big. Okay, so arm guard's gonna have to go in another section, probably down here. Open that up, stick the arm guard in there. Perfect. Next up, we have the bow square. Wonderful spot for the bow square right here. Boom, nice and easy for that. Moving on. Arrows. X10s. But the great thing about this, plastic arrow tube, so it doesn't matter the diameter of your arrows. They will fit without an issue. Boom. And boom. Look at that. Nice. Continuing on, I got some attachments here. We're gonna take a few of them. I'm not gonna totally undo this. I'll leave my little MK bear hanging out there. And where are we gonna stick these? Okay. There's a metal hook here, and this will also stick to the metal hook because it's magnetic. So that's a nice spot for them. I'll let them hang back there. Also, I'm gonna open up my pockets here. I'm actually not sure what's in this bottom one. It's oh, want to go golfing? Okay, we're not going to worry about the golf stands for the golf balls. That's kind of irrelevant. I was playing around with something probably like 5 years ago regarding that. This is filled with some garbage. So this is a perfect time to clean out my quiver. I got a whole bunch of pens right in here. Maybe my one that I'm using all the time, I could stick there. I got a knife. It's actually, it's not really a knife. It's barely a knife. Okay, it's more of a cheese spreader or what have you. Oh, a nice piece of paper. You can get rid of that too. And this is now empty. Besides this thing. Oh, I think this is a finger massager. So yeah, somebody was trying to make finger massagers, and I got one for free, like, a long time ago. This is like pre-YouTube channel. So yeah, here's a finger massager. That doesn't need to go in there. That can go that way. And now my usual quiver is empty. So I'll put that aside, and look at that, nice and filled up. Plenty of space still. You could definitely fit a much bigger arm guard in here. A lot more pens and such. Other than that, plenty of space for a second finger tab. You even have this pocket on the outside still, which you could fit nocks and such in. So plenty of space there. Now let's go and actually shoot with this quiver and see how it works in actual practice. I know I put it on in the last video and it did fit great, but now it's all loaded up, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so yeah, it does sit a little higher fully loaded than my normal quiver. Usually my arrows, I feel like, are a little bit further down and maybe back a little bit more, but that's alright. It's still a really good position. Again, too, I do have a fairly long draw. It's a bit above it's a bit above the average. So if this is a quiver for like a child, or definitely like a young adult, a teenager, or of course even somebody new to archery, but especially like a smaller sized person than me, this would be perfect. If this is your first quiver, I feel like you wouldn't even notice a thing with the positioning of it. I've been shooting the same quiver, the one you saw before in black. I've been shooting that quiver for most of my archery career. I should also have my bow square put in here. Ta-da! So let's go start putting our gear on. Got our arm guard. That was nice and easy to get to. You can watch me play around with sticking it on. What's my problem today? Anyway, that's good. This pocket opens nice. Finger tab. What? Nike makes finger tabs? You didn't know that? Secret prototype, Nike finger tab. Alright, we can zip those pockets nice and closed. And now we're ready to roll with pulling our arrows out. Alright. It would help if we get the bow first, though. We are shooting 70 meters here, if anybody's curious. All right, so we're 3 arrows in, and yeah, it is really comfortable. It was super easy to get used to the new arrow position. I really didn't notice myself like trying to find arrows somewhere, because I've done this so much now. I can pull and load arrows pretty much I can do it without looking. I just know where this hand here needs to be and where the arrows are on me. So the position hasn't changed a lot at all. It's basically the same. They're a little high up, so I can just pull a little extra and then push it in just to make sure that I clear the tubes and stuff like that. But this is something, this is coming from an archer that's been experienced with another quiver. If this is your first one, this is going to be a total non-issue. The pockets are still very easy to get to. I'm quite happy with this. This will be easy to grab too. See, there's plenty of room here to detach it and reattach it. My arm goes all the way down to here, so it's not like I have to really stretch in order to get my arrow puller off. Very happy with the design, especially at the price tag it's coming at. So. And for the price, check out the Legend Archery website, because it may differ a little bit. I don't know how they distribute these worldwide, but I don't want to give one price when it could be another price in a different country. Alright, so that was the last arrow of my first 10. I'm going to shoot many more ends of 10 arrows with this quiver to see how it continues to run and hold up, so that way I can get a good feel on it, so I can give you guys the best information possible about it. Other than that, bow square, super easy to get to. You could definitely, since this is a fresh quiver, you could definitely work it in so that you can get this out. One try, and then right back in, one try. Pretty handy. I'm very happy with this. I'm going to go and shoot more arrows. All right, so here we have the XT-320, and we're going to be testing out the zippers on this bad boy and seeing how they hold up. Now I'll probably just stick with testing one zipper. This one has 3, but I'll probably just stick with this front one right here, just because I think it'll be easier. So we're going to do this a little over 100 times. I know it's probably not the best way to test the zipper, but man, if I'm going to screw it up, it'll be doing this 100 times in a few minutes. For you guys, it'll probably be a few seconds, because I'm going to speed up the video, because nobody wants to watch me unzipper something for like 5+ minutes straight. So let's begin. Whew. All right, that was 60 times so far. Let's go and do about 40 more. It was at least 60, probably more like 70, but you start losing count when you're going back and forth that fast. So let's go at it again. All right, and that again was well over the 40 that I needed. So we're again at about 120 plus there, back and forth just on this one zipper. And as you can see, it's still being a zipper. It's still doing its job. Nothing got stuck. Nothing came apart. It's still looking great. So that is good. That's what I expect from a brand like Legend Archery. You know, from my experience, they do make good stuff. So, on to some more tests. And now for the water test of the XT-320. Nope, still too cold. Even though our National Weather Advisor, Punxsutawney Phil, yes, the groundhog, yes, he tells us our weather, he did say spring was coming. So, we'll have to wait for that. We're going to have to break out the hose instead, because I'm not jumping in the cold pool. Alright, so we're going to take a look at how well the XT-320 holds up to water. Now, in no means was it ever told, or was I ever said that this was waterproof. Maybe some resistance, and we'll see how that resistance holds up. I'm probably going to do like 15 seconds, because it's a hose. It's just not really fair. So we'll see. Nice dry piece of paper here. It's actually a paper towel. We'll fold it like that. Place it inside. Zip it up, and we'll proceed to spray it, as long as I don't break my phone. Okay, here we go. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. It's raining. 4. This is a lot of water. And 15 seconds. It's actually 16:26 because I'm slow. But anyway, let's see. Rosebush. Rosebush. Watch out for rose bushes, folks. Let's see. Oh! All right. Take a look at this. We're gonna take you guys off. Sorry, it's gonna jiggle, but I want to do this all in one shot. Take a look at this. Some of it is not wet, and that was a pretty direct hit from the water there. So look at that. This is definitely soaked here, but that section is dry, so it definitely has some water resistance. Look, part of the pocket is still dry in there. So very nice again. Look, it was getting through the zipper, but again, you're gonna get some water resistance out of this, and that's a good thing, especially for a quiver that's so cheap. A nice. Well, price wise, I do feel like it is well built. The price is cheap. I feel like you're getting a good value for what it's costing you to purchase this item, at least so far. All right, everybody. So that wraps up our test of the Legend Archery XT-320. As you saw, it held up really well in the zipper test. Still having no problems with the zippers. As you can see, it had some water resistance in the water test. It also held a lot of gear, as we checked out when I switched all my gear over from my main quiver, my usual quiver, to this one. And as you can see, it was pretty versatile, and it was pretty comfortable to wear, at least in my opinion, when I was testing it out with actual shooting. I did go on to shoot a ton of ends after that. I lost track at some point, but I ended up, shooting a good 50 plus arrows, if not more, out of that quiver. And overall, I'm pretty happy with my experience with it. I'll be going through all this and more, of course, in the final review. Hope you enjoyed the testing of this quiver. To find out more, definitely check out Legend Archery. Link in the description for that. And with that, thank you so much for watching again. You can follow me on Instagram at AnthonyArchery720. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I try to do videos all the time supporting archery and just the variety of products out there. And as always, happy shooting!